Greetings, peace, Satnam, blessings, praise be to God. Of course, my name is Tomasio, my spiritual name Tomasio, and I am here tonight to basically address the syncretism of Yogi Bhajan, his followers, the H2O, Sikh Net, Spirit Voyage, Kundalini Yoga movement, made up of predominantly women and specifically characteristic of having very few children. The married couples just not reproducing, maybe an average of one child per family. So this is definitely a cult. Definitely a cult. There's no question about it, because their views are so radically different than everybody else on the planet. Okay, believe it or not, their views are unbelievably. All right, what do they believe? They believe that all roads lead to God. Okay, whether you're Hindu, Buddhist, Catholic, Sikh, all roads lead to God. Why do all roads lead to God? Because they believe that all the religions are the same, and it doesn't matter which one you belong to. So they've basically put themselves at this situation where they just pick and choose from each religion something that they find interesting, and then they make their own religion out of it, because they have like literally taken a sample from all the religions and combined it into one. Now, here is the obvious problem with a situation like that is, first of all, why would you pick certain things about a religion but not other things? Why would you, who put you or Yogi Bhajan in charge of what to pick and choose from each religion? They can take the Virgin Mary from the Christian religion she's mainly been preserved through the Catholic Church and Orthodox, not the Protestants, but the Kundalini Yogi Bhajan people will take the Blessed Virgin Mary, but they won't take the Eucharist, they won't take Jesus Christ, So they take the Blessed Virgin Mary, but they even take only certain things about her too. They just so who are these people? They're like what you would call grave robbers. They're grave robbers. What does that mean? It means that they steal your best. They steal your best. They take the best that you have and leave you, with the rest. But they take the best that you have. At least that's what they think is so they're really thieves, if you think about it. By taking from all these religions and forming this new religion that basically says all religions are the same, and you're a goddess, and develop the soul by saying mantras and taking cold showers, and you develop the soul. Not sure, you have no clue what goes on in the next life. When Harry Simran died, they were like, oh, well, he's in a better place now. Well, what is that supposed to mean? I thought you believed in reincarnation, but maybe you don't. Maybe you don't know what to believe in. Okay, the one lady has this picture of Our Lady of Guadalupe with out her, like they replaced her with Kali, Kali, the Hindu goddess, dressed up like Our Lady of Guadalupe. So what are they saying? That they're the same? I think that's what they're kind of trying to say, but they're clearly not the same. Kali is not Our Lady of Guadalupe. Otherwise, she would have said, I am Kali. No, she didn't say that. She said, I am the perfect and perpetual Virgin Mary. That's what she said. So these people are taking people's religions. And I know the Sikhs are upset because that's the primary religion that they have hijacked, is the Sikhs. They've taken a couple things from Catholicism, but primary religion they've robbed, really, is Sikhism. And they've done the same thing with Sikhism. They take stuff that they like about it, but they leave other stuff out. And that's offensive to a lot of the Sikhs because, you know, they're holding on to the traditions and, you know, they're proud of the traditions and the Sikhism, but the Yogi Bhajan Sikhs are not. They just hodgepodge everything. So that being said, that's what they did. So you figure, okay, I'm going to take the best of every religion and produce this super religion that's just got the best elements of everybody's religion. And we got this ridiculous music to prove that we have done it, you know, and that everybody who's resisting our new world religion, you're backwards. There's something wrong with you. Okay. So you might say, okay, you listen to Snatam Kaur, you know, Buddha, Muhammad, Jehovah, going through all the names of the different gods, Allah, Jehovah, and it's all the same. And in the video, she's got, you know, it's like a progression of all the world religious leaders as like holding hands, you know, moving into heaven together. Now, okay, so it is a super fantastic concept, okay, that, hey, it's okay, God wants us to just take the best of all the religions and just form this one perfect religion, and everybody is gods and goddesses, and we can just think our way into world peace, and the yoga is the sacraments. Okay, so what is that? Everyone just feels good? You want everybody to just feel good, right? Everybody feel everything's okay, right? It's God, it's Jehovah, it's Allah, it's Buddha, it's it doesn't matter, guys. You know, everything's just fine. It's just this universal love, man, that's just taken over. Taken over. You know, just flow with it. It's beautiful. La 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 la. No, I mean, seriously. The music is hypnotizing. The music is mesmerizing. The music is hypnotic, clearly hypnotic music. There's no question about it. I've listened to it. It's hypnotic music. Okay, not necessarily bad, but it's hypnotic. It's powerful. It's potent. Okay, so what that means is when you get these people to sleep, what are you telling them? You know, what are you telling them? Well, you know, the most obvious, clearest message that I have gotten from that group, okay, and I went to a festival, you know, Satnam Fest, and I talked to Ajit, I've talked to Simrit, I've talked to Jai Jagdish, Ashana, okay, and I was, you know, really hitting Simrit hard with a lot of questions, and she was great for a while. She was just great. She was respectful, you know, and I was telling her how I felt. And she was great, but then right around the time that I supported Gursant Singh, I gave him a public affirmation of what he's doing, because he was a member of the Yogi Bhajan cult for, I don't know, 18 years, maybe more, I forget. But the guy was an initiate. He was big time into it. He went full steam. He was an American-born Christian kid who got sucked into this thing. Ended up in prison in India. So he's very critical of what the Yogi Bhajan group is doing. And he is a Sikh. So he's coming at it from the Sikh religion. He's saying this is, really the bastardization of Sikhism. And he was an insider now. Now he's an outsider. They've censored him, clearly have censored him. I've seen the videos. And on top of that, Yogi Bhajan, he was a good businessman. So they're wealthy. They have a, according to Gerson, billion-dollar industry. Okay, with the yogi tea and the health foods, the music, the internet. So they have festivals all the time. Very professional. The Spirit Voyage is very professional. You know what I mean? Well done. Music sounds great. So these guys they're into it big time, and they have to believe in their product. They have to believe in their product. They feel like they're helping. They do feel like they're helping the world by putting this beautiful music out for people to enjoy, and yogi tea. So, okay, so they're helping the world. What world are they helping? They're helping, like, their limited crowd is what they're doing. Excuse me. Now, I'm not saying they don't have a following. They do. But how influential is the following? The yoga movement is pretty powerful, but not Kundalini yoga necessarily. There's a lot of different yoga out there. So the influence, it's very potent. I mean, people don't touch that stuff and like just leave it unchanged. It's very, very potent. I would say, if it wasn't for this abortion thing, where these people are supportive of abortion up to 4 months. Up to 4 months, that's Yogi Bhajan's instructions, that there's no soul inside of that body. That's what Yogi Bhajan taught. Now, these girls all believe it. And if they don't believe it, they don't have the courage to say they don't believe it. So that is really a huge problem to represent the Blessed Virgin Mary and support abortion up to 4 months. That is ridiculous. That couldn't be like any more insulting to the Blessed Virgin Mary. So I don't care what you do to her, what aromas you give her, what food you put in front of her, what incense you burn to her. That means nothing. That means nothing if you are not protecting innocent children. And you're not even having children. Like, what is that all about? That is the only thing that is an extreme egoism, meaning that you are so far ahead of everybody else that you're not bringing children into this world because you're just so far ahead of everybody else, and it just is not, it's way too human to have a child, So, so in reality, you're saying you're not human, really, is what you're doing. And you don't act human. I mean, there's all kinds of literal alien things in the Kundalini yoga, like when you're flapping your wings and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that is definitely something. You're connecting there with something. Now, I'm not afraid of something, okay, because I have Jesus Christ and the Blessed Virgin Mary. So I'm not afraid of something, okay. But if you're connecting to something that is telling you that this soul does not come into the body until 4 months, whoa, you are not in touch with God, and you are not in touch with the Blessed Mother. I don't care how beautiful your music is. It's just what it is. It's almost like you guys are actors and actresses. But you're not serving the true God if you are not speaking the truth about when the soul is formed. The soul is formed in conception, guys. Mary appeared and said that I am the Immaculate Conception. She appeared in Lourdes. Tons of miracles, documented miracles, church approved apparition. Lourdes, France. I am the Immaculate Conception. Life starts at conception, folks. The soul starts at conception. Bhajan was wrong, flat out wrong on that. And you're wrong. You're wrong to continue it. So, this syncretism is not legitimate that you're doing because you are denying human rights, specifically the right to life. You're denying that right to life. So what kind of religion are you preaching when you're denying the most innocent amongst us their right to life? I don't care how you word it. You have prayers welcoming the soul at 4 months. It's just a heresy. It's a false teaching that you are believing and perpetuating. Okay? And it's obvious with the fact that you're not having many children. So I would say to anybody that is wrapped up in that Kundalini yoga, Yogi Bhajan, you have got to come clean on abortion, or else it's all for nothing. I don't care how developed your soul is. Your spirit is not developing if you are rejecting the gift of life. It's just an impossibility. It's a mathematical impossibility. So you're actors and actresses, and you're very good at what you're doing. But if you want to become, it's got to become real. That's one of the things I noticed about a lot of these musicians is that when you look at their Facebook pages or their album covers, it's all about them. It's all about them, their face, their name. I mean, that's how they're marketing. They're marketing themselves, and then their songs are about God, and there's some very beautiful songs, but anybody can sing a beautiful song. It's really the movement, the support of Yogi Bhajan. He started a movement, a community. He didn't just start a CD, a record, No, teachings. He was telling people how to live. So he is a religious leader. There's no question about it. So you can't say it's just the music. It's not. It's a whole entire movement. So I am saying clearly that if they're so wrapped up financially in abortion that they cannot come clean on abortion, you got to get out. You got to get out and renounce it, like Gersant did. Gersant got out and he's renounced it. He's come clean, and that's what everybody else has to do. If they're not willing to stop the bastardization of everybody's religion, if they're not willing to do that, they should just make up their own gods and goddesses. Stop taking everybody else things from other people's religions, and no, just make up your own new ones. That would be much less offensive. Thank you.